And amid a global fuel price hike due to the West Asia war, the Indian government has reduced special excise duty on both petrol and diesel by 10 rupees. This brings the excise duty on petrol down to 3 rupees, while diesel now attracts no excise duty. So that's the latest. In fact, the minister took to social media platform X, saying that the government has decided to take a hit on its own finances to safeguard Indian citizens. Let's just tell you more about that statement. Reading out an excerpt. Government has taken a huge hit on taxation revenues to ensure very high losses of oil companies at this time of sky-high international prices are reduced. At the same time, export tax has been levied as international prices of petrol and diesel have skyrocketed, and any refinery exporting to foreign nations will have to pay export tax. The central government has also exempted aviation turbine fuel from the entire special additional excise duty, providing relief to the aviation sector. It has in fact reintroduced windfall taxes on fuel exports, setting a levy of 21.5 rupees per litre on diesel and 29.5 rupees per litre on aviation turbine fuel. These are two refined products that account for a significant share of India's petroleum exports.
Today we have announced a decision whereby we will be giving support to the oil marketing companies so that they can import the material and not really, even if it is imported at a higher cost, the common citizen will not have to face any increase in the price of petrol or diesel. Equally, even for ATF, which is so required for aviation, we are making sure that the prices will not go up and the oil marketing companies will be supported to bring these commodities to India.
Not just that, the Petroleum and Natural Gas Ministry has also announced that the allocation of commercial LPG cylinders will be increased by 20%, from 50% to 70% of the pre-crisis levels of packed non-domestic LPG. This hike in allocation to states and union territories, focusing on priority industries like steel and automobiles, textiles, and other labor-intensive sectors. This comes after the LPG tanker delivering a major shipment of cooking gas to India docked at the port in Gujarat. The vessel carrying 47,600 metric tons of LPG remained stranded for nearly 23 days in the Strait of Hormuz. Due to the ongoing West Asia conflict, its arrival comes as the centre urges citizens not to panic over LPG availability. Another LPG tanker carrying around 45,000 metric tons of LPG is expected to arrive soon at the new Mangalore port. With both shipments, the total LPG inflow to India is likely to cross 92,000 metric tons. On Thursday, the LPG vessel Apollo Ocean had already reached the new Mangalore port. But despite the government's efforts and its continued assurances that the country has adequate supplies, the reality on the ground appears very different. Despite the repeated assurances, panicking citizens have triggered long queues at filling stations. Several households have also rushed to buy electric stovetops, triggering a shortage across stores and online platforms. And for more on this, WION's Assistant Editor Foreign Affairs, Siddhant Sibal, getting us this report.
It's been the day of packed developments here in India in the aftermath of the ongoing war in West Asia. We know that the Indian government has taken several measures when it comes to LPG, when it comes to the issue related to excise duty. But up next, the big focus on the Indian Prime Minister's meeting with the chief ministers of various states. This will be a virtual meeting, and the discussion will be on how to deal with the impact of the West Asia crisis, the war that has happened. We know that earlier this week, the Indian Prime Minister addressed both houses of the parliament. There was an all-party meeting. The government clearly assuring that there's nothing to be worried about. The government is taking measures when it comes to the fuel, the crude oil. There is almost a buffer of 2 months. When it comes to the LPG, there's a buffer of 1 month, and the government is procuring more energy from across the world. But clearly, this war is continuing. It's almost 1 month, and increasingly, the worry is the longer the war continues, the impact, the economic impact will be dire on the people across the world, especially when it comes to the price hike. Sudhan Sibal for WION in New Delhi.
All right. With that, we're taking a very short break. Coming up on the other side is the latest from Nepal, where the country now has a new prime minister, the youngest person to hold the office. Stay tuned.